Hey viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Divinity Dragon Commander. Well, we'll see how that thing with the crazy elven noble plays out, but first things first. We have some battling to do, I believe. Yes. So many units they have in the ocean. What we got over here? Just reacquaint myself here with the map. Hunter, Trooper. And of course this wonderful little territory enabling them to launch attacks again and again and again. Because I was a moron, didn't actually sell the factory there. But it is making sure that they essentially continue to waste their troops. I have 7 ironclads. And 1 devastator. That is not really enough to hold this at all, so let's build many more guys here. Yes. And that's really all I can do, isn't it? End the turn. I wish they'd all-out commit to attacking my capital with more than just 1 transport worth of guys. Just, you know... I probably shouldn't say that because they'd likely win quite easily, but... Shuffling people around here. Might be coming my way. Emperor arrests Elven Duke on General's whim. No one is safe from random prosecution. Nope. Emperor takes a break from the war. And the Dragon Diet. Alright, let's see how that went down.
I admit I do enjoy the privileges of nobility, Commander, but sometimes their excesses repulse me. A rat like Nakasim should be made to suffer. He should repent, not revel in riches. But such is his lucky lot, no matter how unfair and undeserved.
Hey, what happened to the whole democracy thing? Well, I didn't stop that, so I guess that is a valid point there.
I still don't understand why you didn't accept our generous gift, Commander. Now you stand empty-handed, and young Nakasim has suffered an unjust blow to his reputation. Except among the undead, perhaps. I'll thank you to reel that Scarlet woman in and ensure this goes no further.
Did he buy his way out?
A republic, Commander. Small government. Both have been denied. You may think I despair by now, but nothing could be further from the truth. I simply move on to yet another fault in our political system, which I hope to rectify. It is in your power, and your power alone, you see, to make top political appointments. Ambassadors, councillors, ministers, the lot. All may be hand-picked by the Emperor. And needless to say, the amount of back-dealing and bribery going on behind the scenes in order to obtain these posts is staggering. Relinquish this one right, Commander. Let candidates take exams. Let committees appoint them. Then, perhaps, we'll find more able people, which will, I promise you, benefit both your government and your economy. There's gold in this, Commander.
Alright, if there's gold in this, and this is a good idea, the dwarf will be for it.
I wouldn't give up on this right in a hurry. Indeed I wouldn't. It allows you to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Take Oberon and I, for instance. Enemy and friend. Isn't that so, Commander?
Okay, this must be another bump here from getting her reputation to 90, so...
Prospera's proposal is quite insulting, Commander. Does she mean to imply that this ship is filled with incompetence? If so, I hope she counts herself amongst this Bush League.
Well, not so much incompetence as crazy people.
Once again, Prospera is in dire breach of the god's divine order, Commander. The Emperor is the seven supreme secular representative on this earth. Those you appoint are therefore of their sacred choosing. No other mortal may interfere.
Okay, I still don't agree with your point of view, but I never have for the most part.
I don't know about all this, Commander. Who says tests can't be cheated, committees can't be bought? Better that you make your pick. I haven't seen you go wrong so far. Although I don't see the need at all to have an undead aboard.
Because now and then you can turn them into beautiful living women. True story. Also, no, I will not give up that right.
Typical. Once again, government is exposed for what it really is. An old boys club run by old boys for old boys. How I came to be here is a mystery, as I, for one, am decidedly no old boy. Which is why most probably I am frustrated at every turn.
Just saying. Now, Prospera is actually, if we weren't at war, I would probably agree with a lot of this, but I won't give that up right now. Sorry.
That's a done deal, Commander. The choice of the dragon will do for me. So, about Yorick, there's really no chance you can just tell him to pack his coffin and get the hell out.
Unfortunately, no.
Good show, Commander. Better to have the devils you know in all the right spots than the devils you don't. Goodness me, what would you do without old Falstaff on your team, eh?
Well, especially considering that you were going to get essentially all the power I was going to give up, and you're like, nope, don't want that.
Thank you, Commander. I regard your decision as a personal affirmation that we are all quite capable counselors, and that there is no excuse whatsoever for Prospera's derogatory disposition. On to more relevant affairs of state, I say.
Agreed.
You have a scepter and a crown, Commander, instruments of divine will. I rejoice to see you take them seriously. The world will be ruled by those of the dragon's choosing, for he himself was chosen by the seven.
You mean luck? All your stuff affects luck? Oh, to the bar, to the bar, to the bar.
Commander?
Yeah, you can finish the word. You can do it.
What would you inquire of me, Commander?
Nothing.
Yes, Commander.
All right, Scarlett.
Ugh, this is all too frustrating, Commander. They arrested Narcassine, but he wasn't thrown in a dungeon. He's just confined to a palace out in the country, where he lives in opulent luxury and is reported to have already killed a servant because he looked a bit effeminate, with no repercussions as a matter of course.
Well, I guess he technically didn't buy his way out. Although this isn't much of a punishment, especially if he's still murdering people.
That's just it. We gay people, we haven't the rights others enjoy. That creep can kill us willy-nilly, and all he gets coming his way is a slap on the wrist and a bloody castle to gallivant in. He'll probably be free in a month's time, stripped of his functions, sure, but ready to resume his murder spree.
Well, it's not even the whole... It's the fact he's killing innocent people.
This must end, Commander. A line must be drawn. You have shown me support before, so please, do so again. Let me announce to the world I am a proud lesbian woman, and that by order of the Emperor, I am bid to execute the wretch that undid so many of my brothers and sisters.
That is such a terrible idea. Like, you would not want to make a political statement like that and then murder somebody with that statement behind the act of murder. But one death in this case, as ridiculous the repercussions are going to be, is better than continuing to murder people from safety that he believes may prefer certain colors over other colors. So, yeah, stabby time.
I shall depart immediately, Commander. With your blessing, the Archduke will be dead by the morrow, and thus an arch-enemy will be slain.
See, I would just quietly... I don't have anybody that could do this quietly. I don't have anyone on this entire ship that knows the meaning of subtlety. Zip in, a little wet work, zip out. No proud announcements, but nope, can't do the subtle thing. Back to the stalemate. Alright. Okay, so... I have no do I have transports on this thing? Ironclad. I lost my transport. Oh, whatever. Okay, so 10.7 Devastators are... Wow, Ironclads are expensive. Oh, actually, I should research something. Oh well, I'll research next round. I was buying ironclads here. Okay. Well, that's good. 5 devastators. See, I want to get down to where the money is. 1 devastator. 1 transport. 1 ironclad. 1 devastator. What's gonna buy? I guess an armor, maybe. Yeah, sure. Buy an armor. We realized that just repeatedly attacking my capital isn't actually that fruitful in action. No, here we go. Shouldn't have said anything, I guess. Oh, wow. Yeah, looks they are definitely building an army to push back. 1% chance, that's not bad, but you know what? Let's do this anyhow. And viewers, we will see you on the other side. Alright, that actually went pretty well. We didn't lose a single thing, as I actually was smart enough to rebuild all my units. And I think that's about, yeah. You want a top job, just bribe the Emperor. Scarlett leaves on secret mission. Sources say she's out for blood. Hour for blood. Triumph trumps overkill, Emperor says. Even the undead are perplexed. Well, pissing off the lizards at least makes everyone else happier, so that's good. Bomber balloons. Limp wrist. No comment. 2 additional gold per turn. Nice. Oh, this is gonna get ugly.
When I said earlier I was of the opinion a criminal like Nakasin deserved a much harsher punishment than he got, I didn't quite mean we should simply chop off his head, Commander. Still, I'm not about to shed a tear for the swine, and I'm so very glad for Scarlett. She must feel validated, accepted, finally.
I don't know if this is going to result in her feeling validated or accepted.
Commander, what madness is it that drove you to unleashing that harpy of a Scarlet? She butchered an Archduke as if he were a rabid orc! This is unacceptable, and her announcing she is gay is no justification. You know we'd support her, but we can't support extrajudicial assassinations. She's as bad as he was. I mean, not that he was... Oh, to hell with it.
Ha! I guess that's a win? I don't even really know. To the bar!
Atta girl, Scarlett's done it. Killed that rotten elf and rammed a stake up his gullet. Surefire way to stop his shenanigans, that.
Wait, she impaled him on a stake? Well, that's not symbolic.
Brave of her, too, to announce she's into women so publicly. But I'll bet you she'll still have a hankering after old Henry from time to time. She could bring one of her lady friends along if that makes her feel more at ease. I really don't mind at all.
I hate everybody on this ship so much.
Quite a show our little Scarlet staged. The little general that could, after all, isn't she? About to throw away wasted years of molten men and waste them on wine and women instead. Miraculous how things change. Thus passes the glory of the world.
A little bitter there, just a little bit.
What a lovely, lovely day this is, Commander. A mangy male was brought down by an unwavering woman, by our very own Scarlett. If I could wake to such news each morn anew, I'd ask for nothing more.
Okay, well, time to talk to Scarlett finally.
It is over, Commander. I returned triumphantly. I rode to Narcosim's stronghold on horseback, accompanied by several dozen female knights, and there, with your seal in hand, I announced the fiend's head would roll.
Alright, let's see how this went.
It was bliss. It was vindication. They dragged him before me, kicking and screaming, but I, calm and collected, told him, I am Scarlett, Dragon's General, and one of the nature you sought to eradicate. Today, I come for you. His head I left on a stake upon the battlements. His body had thrown to the dogs.
You enjoyed this a lot.
Once the news broke, the execution was met with as much applause as it was with indignation. We knew it would divide. But as for myself, I am perfectly content. I am who I am for all the world to see, and thanks to your approval, can look upon friend and foe with pride, with dignity so very long desired and so very long out of reach.
And all it took was a vicious, brutal murder with my seal of approval.
You are a great man, Commander, and you'll make for a great king. I wish for no more than to stand by your side until the day comes we have vanquished our last enemies.
Well, assuming no one has any kind of reprisal attack on you, then that should work out just fine. Okay, I have a lot of science here I need to study, so...
I hope your coffers are overflowing with gold, my lord. This to be my...
What do you got? Teleportation. Zeppelin Fog of War. For the Empire. Ah, yes, Siege Mode. Definitely want that. Cripple. Seems quite useful, actually. Buy that. Let's see here. Let's go Warlock Death from Above. Death from Above, why not? There we go. Back to the stalemate. Okay. Need, what, one Ironclad and one Hunter? Yeah, you need to buy at least one Devastator there. Meanwhile, back at buying stuff. Devastator. Ironclad. Can't afford anything. Well, here, what? Yeah, there we go. Grenadier. Well, we'll just save it. Yay, okay. Let's do this. So many units on the ocean, it's kind of silly. Squeaky. Yep. That one... That was one Hunter you dumped on my front lawn? Really? That's kind of insulting. I won't lie. One armor, one transport. You know what? I'm not even gonna... No, let's auto-fight this. Go Imperial freaking Army. Yay! Go my team. Emperor rumored to have palace built with enemies' bones. Countries in shock. Barbaric tribes, not so much. Emperor to undergo plastic surgery. Emperor monster. Scarlet gained a level in fearsome. Okay, let's see what we got here.
I hear Trinculo's daughter is about to be married. He's over the moon, which I quite understand. But isn't she, well, very, very young? Seems a bit odd to me. Girls her age should be playing with dolls, not husbands.
Fantastic, we're on to arranged marriages. This game continues to meet my expectations, I guess, at this point.
Smouldering muskets, Commander. So kind of you to come and congratulate me. My daughter's about to marry quite the catch. Richest imp in the borough and manufacturer of build-it-yourself home cannons. One lucky little lady.
Okay. Uh-oh. Who's gonna... Scarlett? No, not Scarlett. Oh. Ah, Catherine.
I suppose today's victory was inevitable.
Oh, you weren't there.
Victory sure tastes sweet, doesn't it, Commander? Sweet as a girl's kiss.
Are all your lines gonna change now?
We have but begun, Commander, but looking back, beginnings are always the most exciting. About whom, Commander?
So you have to say about Catherine.
Bit stuck up, ain't she? That's what a royal title will do to you. She used to be a proper queen and everything, with an entire country at her beck and call. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Me? I don't care for any of that rot. You got nothing. You got nothing to lose.
Ha, you'd think so.
What a victory, Commander!
Alright. Catherine.
Commander, a matter has arisen that impels me to seek your benevolence. Once more, a young girl is made to suffer at the hands of male overlords.
Oh boy.
It's these horrid arranged marriages. Long have they been a thorn in my side, and now one of your own counselors, that toad of a Trinculo, is giving away his daughter like she was a pretty piece of furniture to some decrepit old duke because the alliance will benefit him financially.
Okay.
The girl's 12, for 7's sake. And that grey goat she must marry 100 if he's a day. It's detestable. It's vile. But oh, why am I even talking to you? You're just the same. Picked the princess that sat on the biggest pot of gold and moved on.
Not really?
Well, I've had it. That girl stuck in your chamber is beyond saving, but Trinculo's daughter is not. Impede this wedding, Commander, right this instant.
She's 12 and he 100. That is quite unacceptable. I shall draft a law that says women must themselves consent to marriage before the nuptials are allowed. Arranged marriages among the nobility have long been an accepted part of politics. Besides, I remember being told you did the exact same thing with sons when you were queen. You know what? I would... this is tough. I really kind of want to put Catherine in her place, especially with that look she's giving me right now. Especially because she's being a total hypocrite. But, on the other hand, 12 and 100 is... yeah. But it's nobility, and I support the nobility by not stepping down. I want to make her happy. You know what? Just for the sake if I could turn her attitude around. Let's see if this happens.
Excellent. And add age restrictions as well. If parents try to coerce her, a 20-year-old can stand up to them better than a mere girl. Well done, Commander. Not bartered, but cherished let our women be.
I feel like I lost that one. I won't lie. I really do. And Trinculo's gonna be ticked at me, which sucks, 'cause I like Trinculo. He's one of my favorite generals, actually. Ironclad. Hunter? So I have 2 transports now. 3 transports. Devastators. Because they count for the most in these crazy, wacky shenanigans, apparently. Okay. Done! Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh, here we go. Now you're getting ready to throw something at me. You're really getting ready to throw something at me. This is going to become a two-front war pretty quick. What hit me with this time? Oh, 200 is a trooper and a transport. Well, wow, that's impressive. You know what? I'm going to Imperial Army this stuff again, just to see. No losses. Awesome. And that's not a whole lot of money it cost them, but it cost them more than it cost me. Emperor abolishes arranged marriages. Just another way to consolidate own power, says nobility. Our man aboard the Raven. Many wonder if Emperor can keep it up. That's suggestive. The untold story of our bastard Emperor. Sabotage. Alright, how ticked are you guys?
Not all elves may agree, but in my opinion, you did a noble thing by outlawing arranged marriages. Well done, Commander.
Sorry, Trinculo.
I'd like to decapitate that Catherine witch and use her head for a cannonball. How dare she mingle with my affairs? You don't give daughters a choice. Of course, she won't marry that dear old Duke now. Oh, I could have mingled in the highest circles. Owned a castle in the Gordian Glades. Damn the witch. Damn her.
Okay, I like you a little less now. Oh no.
Commander, it would seem some of my fellow dwarves have been corrupted by obscene elven habits. They call themselves nudists
Ugh.
and demand the demented right to walk about stark naked on sections of beach or park grounds. I tell you, they've gone completely bonkers. You'll not allow for such practices, will you, Commander?
What does everyone else say?
Somehow I think you know what I'm about to say, Commander, but by golly, nakedness is a sin. Yes, indeed, the Seven forbid it. People should hide their shame, not strut about for all to see. Good heavens, well, the mere thought is repulsive.
You're just jealous because you have no flesh to show. That's your problem.
The body is a miracle of nature, Commander. And there is something quite liberating about languishing a few hours away in the open air, devoid of all fabric. If those dwarves Falstaff mentions have come to realize this, why not give them a spot here and there where they may indulge in their newfound pastime?
They're not really hurting anybody, that's the big thing, right?
I don't quite see the problem here, Commander. After all, these dwarves are not asking for the right to appear nude anywhere in public. Let them have their beach, I say, properly marked and fenced. Long as I don't have to look on, I'm perfectly happy to let people do as they please.
See? Exactly. Thank you, Prospera. Stuff like this is why you're here. They're not hurting anybody. I don't... Do what you want as long as you don't hurt people.
We imps
Jeez.
don't wear anything at all until we reach puberty, Commander. Then dress only to avoid awkwardness. Nude beaches sounds like a capital idea. Sit back and watch the girls play jump ball.
Okay, I like you again, Trinculo. Except for the whole daughter thing, that's creepy. Oh, great. Yes, I will totally allow nudism. Who cares?
Commander, I'm not a prude, but I'm not a pervert either. Imagine a fat old dwarf like me, naked on a beach. What if a child should see? They'll be scarred for life.
That's why everything's fenced off and marked. Let me guess, you disagree.
By partaking in these vile rituals, such as witches practicing during their moonlit Sabbaths, these dwarves taint themselves in the eyes of the Seven forever, Commander. You are allowing them to throw themselves into the reaches of hell. You are doing a demon's task.
Actually, I've got... Oh, why can't I feed you to the demon?
I'm glad you're keeping an open mind, Commander. If more dwarves would enjoy naturalism in nature, perhaps they wouldn't be so keen on destroying so much of God's green earth around them.
I wouldn't go that far. They'll probably still burn stuff.
Cordial of you to let these nudist dwarves have their day in the sun, despite their own councilor's wishes, Commander. To be sure, they'll have the appearance of so many beached whales.
Ha.
But if they don't care, why should I?
Prospera's the best counselor.
Ha! Lovely. It might be a bit awkward when elves and imps mingle, though. The height difference puts things in a rather weird perspective.
Probably, yeah. To the bar. Falstaff? How did you beat me here?
Commander, I wouldn't dream of marrying off my daughters at the age of 12. But to abandon political marriages altogether, that will undermine a centuries-old way of achieving increased social stature. One you yourself made use of, I might add.
Shh, quiet, quiet. Have this keg of ale and just go somewhere else.
I suppose today's victory was an...
No, you weren't there.
I feel positively liberated, Commander. That land you just conquered probably feels the same.
What? I didn't conquer anything. I defended my capital.
Bravo, Commander. Your new law regarding the requirement of girls' and women's consent to marry has caused a wave of enthusiasm among the populace. The romantic ruler is your latest sobriquet. Ironic, wouldn't you say?
Not really. Managed to make the undead wife fall in love with me. The queen. Give her, you know, flesh, a body. Still working on the clothes thing, though.
Ironic, yes. For of course you yourself haven't given up on your politically picked wife and went forth in pursuit of love. Such is the way of emperors. They preach, but hardly practice.
Oh, I really regret now taking your side in this.
Oh, my light and love. All the world is color. My poor,
Your eyes are
poor
super
brethren,
freaking me out right now.
alive in death.
Holy crap,
death
how did I
alive.
not notice that? Goodbye. That was scary. Hey, demon.
Ah, dear dragon, it is you. The wizard, he subjects me to endless torture, and not the kind I like.
Sorry. See ya. Just wanted to see how you were doing. Haven't talked in a while.
What? Oh, do forgive me, my friend. My privilege, come on.
What have you got? Collar of Valor. It actually is pretty awesome. Buy now. What else can I buy here?
Step. My privilege,
Stop.
come on.
Sure, let's go buy the rest of these. Buy now. Buy now. Okay. How long is it? 44 seconds. That actually lasts a while. The transport cloaks itself. I assume that means the dragon cloaks itself. Salvation. Acid Blaze. Okay, we're done. To the bridge. To the stalemate. One Zeppelin. One fighter. Three bomber balloons. One fighter. One Zeppelin. One transport. Probably gonna regret this, but you start clearing the oceans. Deer, 10 devastators. Okay. One more round, then I will start clearing the oceans. Revenue. I really wish I could buy mercenary cards. This is going to come to a head soon. I can feel it. It's like a powder keg. Just waiting to go off. Are you going to full-size assault this time? That's a big army they got there. 4 troopers, hunter, and transports. Go, go, Imperial Army. They had a 2% chance to win that, even though my chance for victory is 100%. So, 4 troopers, 1 transport, 2 grenadiers. Sweet, done. Nudist mayhem on public beaches. Undead goes blind at sight of naked dwarves. Emperor no more than a hypocrite, says Shortfuse. He'll marry a gutter pipe that brings him power and fortune. Latest winds present Empire with no real advantages. Dragon seen attacking own troops. Emperor claims, this fire heals. That's one of the best lines so far. Damage control. Oh, and I guess that's it. Nothing to say here. Well, viewers, I think that's a good place as any to take a break then. Mostly on the defense, but our troop buildup continues. And Catherine continues to be a self-righteous hypocrite. Yay! As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Divinity Dragon Commander.